All right, students, this is for interpersonal communication for the summer of 2020, and this is a web class. My name is Lonnie Berry. I will be your instructor and your pilot for this particular class that we're going to do. Everything is online, so I'm going to go over some things with you online right now. I want to start by going over the syllabus with you. So let's jump right into that. All right, so once again, this is COM 220, and not too fast there. It says spring, but actually summer of 2020. So let's take a look here. I have an office at the COM building 119. I'm not able to get into it right now. If you need to have, if we need to share information for whatever, feel free to call me or text me. You can also email me. If you need to go over something specifically, then when you email me or call me, we will set up a virtual appointment. We can either do it with Zoom or something like that, or along that line. Course description of this is interpersonal communication. Focuses on experiencing and expressing emotion, listening, developing interpersonal competence, and managing interpersonal conflict. Other topics include family, romantic relationships, friendship, and relationships in the workplace. This is a requirement for most, if a general education requirement. Let's look at our learning objectives. Students will effective communication products employing narrative structure. You'll apply theories to analyze communication content. Apply ethical principles in professional settings. All right, core competencies. Students will analyze and evaluate oral and written communication in terms of situation, audience, purpose, aesthetics, and diverse points of view. Students will express the primary purpose in a compelling statement and order supporting points logically and convincingly. Students will use effective rhetorical strategies to persuade, inform, and engage. Students will employ writing and or speaking processes such as planning, collaborating, organizing, composing, revising, and editing to create presentations using correct diction, syntax, grammar, and mechanics. And since we're online, this will be written, but I expect to see the diction in your writing and the syntax and grammar as well. Students will integrate research correctly and ethically from credible sources to support the primary purpose of communication. Students will engage in a reasoned civic discourse, which we will do a lot of. We'll do message boards and whatnot, and I expect them to be civil and respectful in all ways that we do that. There is a required text. R.B. Rosenfield, the interplay, the process of interpersonal communication. I am not going to read the text to you. I expect you to read the text. So if you have that in mind, if you haven't got it, you can get it online. I don't care how you have it. But there is some reading that takes place, and you will need to be able to do that in order to do the quizzes and the things that take place here. You need to have an official email account, which will give you access to Blackboard. You will need to access Blackboard. If you don't do it daily, you better do it every other day. I will put all announcements and assignments will be available through Blackboard. If I have articles or videos like this one, I'll make those all linked up through Blackboard. Now, the first time I put a video out, I will send you links not only on Blackboard, but through email, through messages, and through announcements. Afterwards, I won't be doing that much with that. If you miss something because you have not checked your account or your Blackboard, it's not an excuse, so you need to get that done. I'm not going to read the instructional methods to you. You guys can read. Attendance is, like I say, it's online. If you jump on and you're caught up and everything's there, then don't expect to have to stay. If you jump on and you see there are assignments that are due right quickly or within reasonable time, then get them done. I will post all of your assignments. There are some larger assignments that come due later in the semester. They'll be posted immediately. The faster you get on those, you can turn them in when they're ready. That will only be to your benefit. If you have an emergency come up that's viable, something that happens, let me know right away. If it doesn't come to me in a message or an email, I can't help you. If you come in later on and say, halfway through the semester I had this take place, I couldn't come anymore, then that's going to be on you. Let me know right away. I'll help you. I will make sure you pass this class, and I'll make sure you guys make good grades with it. That's kind of a trademark of mine. So be prepared for us to do very well, but you have to do your part. There's an section there on academic integrity, including plagiarism and cheating. I don't expect to have any of that take place. If it does, then you and I will have a one-on-one discussion, and we'll see where we go from there. If there is a disability issue, you need to make with the disability services. They'll get hold of me, and then we'll work things out. FERPA and privacy. I will not discuss your grade with anyone but you. If you want to have a discussion in regards to where you're at, what you need to do, you and I can get together, either text or even back and forth by email. We can get this straightened out. We will be looking at copyright issues to make sure that everything that's said and done is done through copyright. Title IX, which talks about sexual discrimination, includes sexual misconduct, or any harassment, any dating or domestic violence. Since we're not in class and face-to-face, it's less of an issue. Since we do message boards, there is potential for someone to be a little over the top of the message boards. I'll give you one warning, and if it doesn't tone down, then I will remove you from the message board if that becomes a problem. I don't anticipate that, but if you feel harassed, bullied, or something take place from a message board, please let me know. You can email me or text me confidentially, and I will not give you up. I will just take care of the situation. Everything should be good. Confidentiality and mandatory reporting. There are some things I have to report. If you're getting financial aid, if I don't send your stuff in, you don't get any money. So you got to get online. You got to do a couple things. The first week is vital. Get the things done. I'm going to close those things because I have to do reporting. And if you haven't done your discussion board or what little assignment I'm going to give you in a few minutes, then it's going to be there. This department has a no late assignment policy. There will only be exceptions if you have something viable that you've discussed with me, and we've made arrangements prior to. After the assignment date is closed, the assignment date is closed. If you work in communication, if you work for a TV station or communication or a radio or a newspaper, deadlines are deadlines. A lot of the civility has to do with how you act during class. If you sit there and eat potato chips while you watch the videos, I don't care. What you do with what you do on message boards and discussion boards, I have some concerns. Make sure that you're acting right and you're doing that. You have incomplete grade issues, course requirements, and grading. Let's kind of skip through that. Grading standards. This is what an A is. You guys will all do very, very well in this class if you just do your stuff. Here's where our grading opportunities come in. We'll have 3 exams at 40 points each for 120 points total. Your final exam is 100 points. You'll have in-class and out-of-class chapter exercises. I will give you your first one today at the conclusion of this video. You'll have a weekly reflections journal. I'd like for you to post in it twice for a total of 14 entries. 20 points each for a total of 280 points. There'll be 1 observation activity. I have redone that to include social distancing issues, so that should be fairly easily done. I have 2 position papers. The first one comes up fairly quickly. Relationship movie analysis, which is one of your longer papers. It's due July the 10th. And we'll have a minimum of 6 discussion boards, and there will be discussion interaction with that as well. So what that means is, I expect there may be more discussion boards. We will have a lot of things back and forth on boards. If you make a total of 1,400 points in this course, you will get an A. If you make 1120 to 1259 is a B, 980 to 1119 is a C, and if you drop below that, then we probably need to have a little talk. Let's talk about assignments. And I have this posted in another place, so I'll show you in a few minutes here. Position papers are due June 12th and July 17th. I'm not going to read this to you. It will, it's self-explanatory how it goes. If you have a question about it, what you want to do, then please feel free to get hold of me. I want you to cover a topic examples, experiences. I can give you some of those as we come closer to it. You may be able to defend it, but more than anything else, I want you to write it. Each paper should be 2 to 4 pages in length. Do not overkill this thing. 2 pages will get you the same total max points as 4 pages will. Cover your points. Know when to. The biggest thing about when you talk is make sure that you're not still talking when people have stopped listening. Same way with writing. Make sure you're not still writing when people have got your point and you need to move on. I want like 2 pages. They will be 12 points, New Roman, 1-inch margins. I want your name. You do not have to staple it because you will not be giving me a piece of paper. The topics are listed below, and you can take a look at those. Pick what you want to do and jump. If you did both of them at the same time, I'm okay with that. I want you to kind of develop and do some things there. Observation. Okay, here's what changed now. This normally was looking at some place and doing an observation of a location. We're not doing that now. We're going to do social distancing. I want you to look at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or a Zoom meeting, a Microsoft Team meeting. Pick a time and observe other users. If you have a family page, if you watch a garage sale site, if you watch a any site that covers just general things within a community, watch it. What dynamics do you see? Does some guy go on there and like everything? Does some guy argue every time? Are there what emojis do they use? Can you pick out what the relationships are? Are they friends? Do they not like each other? What transpires in the interaction? What do you hear and what do you see? Those are the type of things I want you to cover. Now, I want you to do 5 times. I want you to look at things on 5 different occasions, and I want you to give me around a page for every time you look. So this is a 100-point paper. So thinking about if you go on and you watch it and you write out what you see, cover about a page, that's what I want. I want about a page for every time. I want 5 different times. This is due by June 26th. So you have basically 26 days. Keep that in mind. If you work your schedule yourself out and do a page a day, that's fine. When you get it ready, I'll have it ready for you to submit it. One of your bigger assignments is July the 10th, the relationship movie analysis. You can look at a variety of relationship type movies. I've listed a few here: The Way, The Untouchables, The Kid with the Bike, Love in Another Language. You can pick what you would like. I want you to write me a 5 to 6 page paper, and I want you to look through here. You will discuss what you saw in the textbook up to this point, how we talked about in class, and your relationship to the film. Do not give the story plot, but demonstrate your understanding of interpersonal communication, your understanding of relationships, the concepts of the film. You'll need to refer to situations in the film to guide your discussion of interpersonal theory, but realize I'm looking for an analysis paper of interpersonal communication from the film, not a film review. And by saying that, a lot of times actors in films that are playing very, very distinct hard characters may have a lot take place between them when not a word is being said. I want you to describe that. I want you to explain it. Tell us how when they just simply sit there and look at each other, what do you see them saying to each other with that? How does it portray to you, the audience? Because if it doesn't work to you, the audience, then it doesn't work, right? All right, so there's your relationship movie analysis. Here's our schedule. This is our opening up for June 1. We're going to talk about the syllabus today. You have your first discussion board posted. I'll show you that in a minute. Presentations, group work, and things. This is talking about all the stuff that we do. I've talked about position papers. I will show you the reflection journal, and there'll be a discussion board that's just posted, ready to go. June 7th is the next process. I'll have another video for you on that Sunday. It will come in Sunday afternoonish, and we can go through and get those things. I'll start off by talking what the schedule for the week is, and then we'll go through the things that are going to take place. Your first position paper is due the 12th, so be keeping that in mind. I want you to read those chapters because we'll have some discussion, and then that reflection journal. We'll talk about week 3. I'll do a video and discuss it all the way up through into the week of July 19th through the 24th, which is the 8th week, and I will post your exam online. Prior to the exam, I will give you a video with a full, in-depth review. It's everything you need. When that exam opens up, I will take the video off. You will no longer be able to have access to it. So with that in mind, stay up. If you fall behind, then that's going to be a problem. All right, let me switch you out now to let's see, is that the one I want? It sure is. All right, this is let me get over here and take that down. There we go. There's a breakdown of your week of your assignments. Once again, my information, exams, in and out of class chapter exercises, weekly reflection journal, observation activity that'll be due Friday. All of this is on your Blackboard. In fact, let me just show you how we're going to get to that point. All right. Okay, this is the way your Blackboard should look. Most everything you're going to deal with is going to be right over here. Here's your home page. Announcements. Whenever I send things out, I will send an announcement out in a little while talking about your video. It will be over here. Any messages that are just announcements are general to everybody. Messages they may be a general message, but they can be responded to individually as well. So if I have to give someone a message about something we need to talk about, it may very well be right there. This is where you'll find your grades. This is where your syllabus is posted. If you click here, you click right there, and there's your syllabus. This is where your assignments are posted. You click here, click right there, and there's your assignment. This is where your discussion board is posted. You click here, you click right there, and create forum. This should be there already. And I'll have this up for roughly 1 week. All right. This is a discussion. I'll have the assignment of what it exactly is up there before you get to it. So I'll have the first posting done, and you click right there, and that's where you make your discussion. Okay. To get your journal, this is important, so be following closely with me here. Click on Tools. Come over here to Journals. Create a journal. Now, it'll give you some options. I need to be able to see your journal or I can't grade it. So make sure you have it so I can see it. You do not have to let it for any other student to see it. I created my own journal, so it's right here. I can click on it and then begin to post. That's where journals are. Okay. Here is the first class assignment. I want you to simply tell me, I watched the video. I want you to click on Messages. I want you to create a message. I want you to send it to me. Clicking here. Click right here, and you put me there. You come right down here. You can put video. We're just going to do it all. And right here, I want you to say, I watched the video. When you send it, you submit. I will get that, and once I get the video information, I'm going to go in and I'm going to grade it for you. And you're going to get 50 points of your first class exercise simply by showing me that you've watched the video and that you've got that information. Okay, so here's Blackboard. Vitally important. Announcements, messages, I'll have announcements there for you. I'm not going to do the video as an announcement. It's the extra credit there. It's not coming in the way of the announcements. You got to watch the video to get it. Your discussion board, let's get on that. Post on at least 5 people. So if you see if they identify themselves, talk about who they are, then you grab that and you post on that. And outside of that, this should get us on. I will be checking Blackboard and email twice a day. Here's the deal. I'm not a morning person, so I'm probably going to be looking at Blackboard long about 10:30, 11ish, and then again in the evening. If you got to get messages to me that way, send them that way. I'll try to respond to you as soon as I get that. If you feel like I missed something, by all means text me or call me. I don't mind either way. But other than that, that's what I have for you and expect of you. And I hope that this course is good for everyone. I promise you that you'll enjoy it, and I promise you you'll do well. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I have another video for you in a week.